Hey everyone, today we're going to be showing y'all some fun face painting tips and tricks for this upcoming Halloween. Are we doing a butterfly?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to start out with one of these cakes and just kind of spray it because they're water activated. I'm just going to get some of this, and then can you turn towards me? Perfect. I'm going to start out up here. I'm going to push a little bit on you, okay? Start to create that butterfly shape on the top, and we're just going to try to blend it down as much as possible. You want to make sure, can you close your eye for me? You want to make sure whatever color you're using on bottom kind of blends down into the eye, and then make sure to get that color up top to blend out as well. So we're just going to keep doing this motion until we get a little bit of a butterfly looking shape, and we're going to do that on both sides. Okay, can you turn this way? And then as we're patting this in, just trying to make sure the colors don't get muddled up, because that is something that can happen with these type of cakes. So just making sure it looks like a good ombre and not a muddy mess of color. There we go. So now we're going to take the same color palette that we've been using, and we are going to do the inverse on the bottom. So we're going to go in with that purple. Can you turn your head like that? Thank you. We're going to try to make sure it's a little bit more rounded on the bottom to mimic the butterfly shape. And we're going to do that to the other side. Can you turn your head? Perfect. And don't be afraid if it's not coming out the color you want it to be, or is as pigmented as you want it to be. Don't be afraid to tap into that color palette multiple times, because you want it to be as vibrant as possible. Make sure not to get her hair in it as well. Okay, now that we have the base shape, can you turn towards the front and show them? You can open your eyes if you want to. There you go. Now that we have the base shape down, we are going to take another color. I'm going to go in with this blue palette. I want to take a flat brush and then spray the palette again, because these are water-based, and dip into these two darkest colors right here. And this is how we're going to form the actual butterfly wings. So we're going to start following this natural line that we've already made, taking it down. And then we're going to take the side that has the dark blue pointed outwards, and we're just going to kind of make a butterfly shape. And we're going to ruffle it in and then bring it back out. We're going to do that on the bottom as well. We're going to tap in for a little bit more color. And then on the bottom, since it is different from the top, and try to differentiate it, I like to start with this little middle line right here. So it can kind of be like our point of contact. Then from there, you kind of want this to be a little bit thicker. Want to dip into a little bit more. These dry. The great thing about them is that they dry really quickly, so it's harder to smudge them. But also, too, that means you have to work quickly. I'm gonna go back over. Ooh, did that tickle? Did that feel weird? Okay, sorry. And then we're just gonna kind of take it like this and then make a small little piece right there. So as you can see, it's kind of already looking like a butterfly. And now we're gonna do the other side. Can you turn towards me? So again, we're just gonna follow up this main line. And this time you wanna try to keep it as symmetrical as possible. Just following it in. And then do this one a little bit shorter. And then kind of billowing it out. And then following down on the bottom. Again, make that guideline right in the middle. Oop, can you turn this way? And then making the big section. Like that. And then a smaller one, and then a real small one. So there we go. Now we already have a little bit of a layout. Now we're gonna go in, and first I'm gonna wipe down this brush because it's super important to not try to get the colors to mix. We don't want it looking muddy, do we? You wanna be a rainbow butterfly, not a mud butterfly, right? Yeah. So now we're gonna wipe this brush down and just try to make sure to keep it all even. What do you want the center color to be?
The one next to it.
The one next to it. This one?
No.
This one?
No.
Which one? You can grab it.
That one.
That one, okay. What colors do you want out of it? Do you like the cool tones or do you like the bright colors?
The bright one.
The bright ones? Okay. So now that we have what we're going to use in that middle section, we're going to just kind of make the body of the butterfly. And then you're going to kind of do a rough triangular shape right there. Just trying to make the main body part of the butterfly. Okay, so now since we have a lot of blue going on in the outer corners, we're gonna go in with a red and add a little bit more of an accent. Okay, we're gonna make sure to clean our brush really well. There we go. Now I'm gonna take this brighter maroon color and go in and do little accents. So now I'm going to dip into this dark color, and you can use a little bit of the lighter. Either one is fine. And we're going to do a little bit of accents within the wings. So if you turn this way for me, thank you. Just adding a little bit of differentiation to make it actually look like a butterfly. There we go. How are you feeling so far? Good? Good deal. Alrighty, now that we have our wings looking good, we're gonna go ahead and take that same color and add a little bit more color to that middle section. And we're just going to do another triangle right here. And then I'm going to take it and connect it down the nose to make it look like the center of a butterfly. We're just going to kind of blend these two colors too, because there is such a big contrast. Perfect. So now that we have our butterfly, we're going to add just a few more accent colors in there just to make it all around look more like a butterfly. Are you good with that? Yeah. So I'm actually going to use the end of one of these paintbrushes. Using a paintbrush more than just the bristles is pretty great because you're able to use it as a dotting tool. So we're going to take a little bit of white and we're just going to add a few white dots to help make the butterfly look a little bit more realistic. Can you turn your head like this? Perfect. Just add a few dots here and there. And it doesn't have to be perfect. A butterfly is not perfectly symmetrical. So you can make sure and make it look how you want. If you want less dots, you can add less. Or if you want more, you can add more. Want to add a few more on the bottom. Can you turn your head? Perfect. Can you face towards the camera? And this is a simple way to create a really cute butterfly look without having to have a whole bunch of skill. I personally do not have a whole bunch of skill in face painting, but I think it turned out okay. Don't you? Yeah.